Hands up, let's get it. I'm gonna beat the shit out of my hands for 25 minutes. Had a great camp, going in this fight strong, healthy, body's fully healed up. It's nice going to a title fight, not being injured. I'm stoked, I can't wait.
Hey, it's not for him. Strickland has computer, Strickland has only mouse. Have computer.
It's like,
So he don't see anything. He don't have a whole computer.
thank you, you look good. Sean.
So Dana White says that they're beefing up security for the Khamzat Chimaev, Sean Strickland fight that's going to happen UFC 328, guys. And it's serious. It is freaking serious, guys. Khamzat, Strickland, this is no joke. These guys hate each other. UFC increasing security ahead of UFC 328. Dana White's a little worried. There's been a lot of bad blood between these guys, a lot of bad things said about one another, and both of these guys want to go in there and rip each other's heads out, okay, right? Khamzat Chimaev, Sean Strickland, this is not going to be for the faint-hearted, guys, and it's so heated that Dana White had to make sure that extra security is going to be pulled in because they truly feel that that they're going to need it. Right, and I don't want to paint bad blood over what's going on, guys. But there's a lot of concerns, a lot of security concerns, right? So welcome back, guys. Welcome to Duality 7X. I'm your host, Shiraz, and I want to talk about this. I think this is kind of like breaking news. Dana White is very concerned, and so are a lot of the executives and people that are going to be there during the event. And at first glance, one might even think that this is probably just another trash talk, heavy title fight. It is what it is. We've seen this one before, but this one is a little bit different, and I think everyone can attest to that. I mean, we know what Sean Strickland and Khamzat Chimaev are capable of, because whatever's going on here, guys, it's far beyond promotion now at this point, right? And I mean, a little later, I'll try to explain how the situation has potentially changed and how the UFC, organizations like the UFC, handle certain fighters moving forward, right? So there's definitely some context to this, things that we can talk about. But look, here's the situation. All right, UFC 328 is set for May 9th. It's going to be at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Khamzat Chimaev is going to defend his middleweight title for the first time. Guys, that he won since he's won against DDP last year, and Sean Strickland is a lucky guy to punch that ticket. And of course, he's going to try to reclaim that title that he lost originally back in 2024 to DDP, the same man who Khamzat Chimaev literally dismantled to become champion, right? So from a competitive standpoint already, guys, this fight makes a lot of sense. I mean, you've got the current champion and a former champion trying to get it back. A current champion is trying to defend his title against a former champion who had that title, but that in itself is not necessarily what's making the headlines, as per se. I think everyone understands that there is a more serious, real issue behind this. The level, I mean, when you have Dana White and the executive wanting to bring in extra security, it's because of the tension that's going on between these two guys, right? Sean Strickland has repeatedly crossed red lines with his comments towards Khamzat Chimaev, calling him a terrorist, publicly questioning his allegiances to certain individuals, questioning him being a champion, essentially making statements I mean, guys, there's been a lot of weird tension here. I mean, it's gotten very, very personal and honestly, quite uncomfortable. Um, Sean Strickland does need to slow down. He needs to understand that he can't be like that. Like there's a lot of people around the world, regardless of their race, their color, their religion, who adore Sean Strickland, who like him because he's such a great fighter. Unfortunately, sometimes these guys say things and do things to make them look very, very bad, right? So this is where Dana White had to step in, and the UFC is taking this fight very seriously. There's obvious concerns, and recently when Dana White was speaking, he confirmed one of the things that they're doing is increasing their security. It's going to be heavily increased, and I mean there's going to be no face-off, no face-offs between these guys. There's going to be separate hotels, all right? Increased law enforcement presence everywhere. Strict measures to get in and out of the arena. And these fighters are instructed to avoid any kind of physical contact with one another outside of the octagon. Dana even made it clear that this isn't even optional. Okay, they're planning all possibilities, and when Dana White says something, he does it. Okay, and when the UFC starts talking like this, then be afraid, be concerned, because it's not normal. It's not. A lot of people have been chiming in, weighing in on this potential fight. I mean, it's not too far away, guys, right? But look, let's be real for a second, right? I mean, the UFC has built its empire on chaotic personalities, big moments. They love trash talking, and this is where fighters get to talk and create drama, and it creates headlines, it creates buzz, right? But there's a line. And this is what's happening right now, right? When things go too far, when things get pushed too far from a business standpoint, it's quite risky, right? I mean, you don't want to lose a particular base of people because some guy insults them or does something. But I mean, you've got a global superstar in Khamzat Chimaev, someone that the UFC is clearly investing into long term, right? And then you've got a highly controversial fighter that goes beyond sport, that likes to involve politics, culture, real world tension. And I'm not saying that it's not right for that to happen. Sure, every fighter can do that, but when you have those kind of those kind of personalities, it's really hard to manage. And when somebody is continuously speaking out of context, out of line, and saying a lot of hurtful things to people, and big time, like demographics, it's not good, right? And these are some of the questions that people have been asking, like, why is this happening? The bigger questions here, honestly, that a lot of people have been asking is, if is the UFC willing to go this far for this fight? Then what does that tell you? What does that tell you about how they view the risk behind the scenes? What is it that the UFC is not telling us? Because for the life of me, I can't remember when I saw this kind of level of heightened security. I mean, I can understand them doing this if there was something that happened beyond, behind closed doors, perhaps, that we're not privy to. But I mean, it's anyone's guess, guys, honestly. Just understanding the things that have been said about one another, how much these guys despise one another, I get it, right? This also brings up something really important about the leverage that these fighters have, right? Because I mean, Sean Strickland, heck of a fighter, but I mean, he's built this brand on being outspoken, raw, and very unfiltered. I mean, that's part of the reason why fans like to pay attention to him, right? But there's a trade-off. There's a trade-off that when your character, your persona starts creating real world, real life problems, And when your promotion has to continuously have to step in, that tells you something as well too, right? UFC loves chaos, but they like controlled chaos. They don't like unhinged chaos where they can't control it. Control always stays within the UFC, and that's how the UFC likes it. They'll let you talk, they'll let you build up the hype, but they won't let you damage the product. Okay? And right now, with the way things are going, that situation is getting very, very close to that line, to the point where a lot of people have been chiming in. A lot of people are visibly upset at the comments that have been made from Sean Strickland about Khamzat Chimaev and the many people that adore this sport, right? And so what does that tell you about the sport itself? It's simple. It's simple. We're definitely entering into uncharted territory. We're entering, I believe, into a phase where the UFC has to start balancing entertainment with responsibility, because in my opinion, the sport is far bigger now. The audience is global, and when you look at the potential consequences, the consequences themselves are a lot bigger than ever before. Now, if this situation between Strickland and Chimaev continues to escalate any further, don't be surprised, guys, if you start seeing stricter rules around fighter conduct, potentially. I mean, I see that coming either way anyways, especially in high-profile fights, and this is a high-profile fight, guys. I'm surprised that this fight's not even on the UFC Freedom 250 White House card, but because of all the tension between these two guys, I just don't think it's the right venue for these guys to fight. But Khamzat Chimaev, Sean Strickland, these guys are big-time fighters. This is going to be a massive, massive fight. It's already hyped. You got current champion versus former champion, real stakes, real fight, real tension. It sells itself, okay? And yeah, you know what? There's still, like, I mean, it's obviously a lot bigger than the fight itself. It's a lot bigger than the belt itself. But the UFC, for them to start increasing security like this, they realize that it's not, I mean, it's beyond the hype now, right? And the UFC definitely wants to maintain and retain some control in this, because if they start to lose ground on, or a handle on their control, it's going to be completely upside down, topsy-turvy. That's not how the UFC likes to operate. They need to make sure that they have a good handle on this stuff. So anyways, guys, it's there's more to come on this for sure. I'm locked and loaded on this particular fight. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible. You've got two unbelievable, talented fighters, regardless of their viewpoints, how they are, whether you like them, whether you hate them. Let's call a spade a spade. We have to acknowledge the fact, and the fact is that these guys are two incredibly talented fighters who are going to give it their all on, at UFC 328, and it's going to be one for the ages, guys. If you want chaos, if you want an ultimate banger, then this is the fight. And this fight is going to deliver on a lot of different fronts. I can't wait for this to happen. I'm going to be super excited and elated just to catch this fight. It's kind of sad that you're not going to see either of these fighters on the UFC Freedom 250 White House card, but you never know. Anything can happen still, right? I mean, yeah. I'll leave it at that, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your comments. I want to know what you guys are thinking. How do you guys feel about Strickland versus Chimaev? Do you think this is even going to be a good fight? Do you guys anticipate more chaos beyond the chaos that we're going to see in the octagon, of course? Do you see it spilling over outside of the octagon? Do you think the UFC and Dana White did a smart move by increasing their security? Yeah, I want to know what you guys have to think. So put your thoughts and comments below, guys. Please smash a like and subscribe. Hit the notification so you guys never miss a beat. We've got a lot of exciting things coming down. I'm going to be doing some pretty soon here, we're going to be doing some live streams, and we'll get a chance to hear your comments, and I'll get an opportunity to talk to you guys and to get to know you guys a little bit better. And we're going to be selling merch. We have already right now, if you want exclusive behind the scenes content, and if you want videos, I'm going to be posting some other videos, guys, that are going to be exclusive for members. So if you want to be a part of that, you want to become a member, join, guys. Please jump in and join. Choose the level that you guys want. And there's going to be some exclusive perks and benefits that I'm going to be giving away to our members. And yeah, guys, thanks for helping us grow. And you know, everything is grassroots. We're growing from the bottom up, and that's all thanks to you. So before I leave, I think YouTube has got a couple options here of videos that they would like you to see. So please help yourself, guys. Choose the top one or the bottom one, or choose both. It's completely up to you. We'll see you guys tomorrow.